What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Cairo here, and I'm here to discuss why you shouldn't have Gear Fear while playing Marathon. Now, I already know that most of us parents, we work 40 plus hours, right? And then, we're also in between taking care of the family, helping our spouse and significant other, and it could be a whole lot. But then, that also don't really just leave us a whole lot of room to play video games. But, I'm pretty sure some of you, if you watching this video, you either probably new to Marathon or you probably play Marathon, but really just don't have a whole bunch of time to really just put time in it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go over the sponsor kits and the rook runs whenever you're trying to build back up your vault if you lost everything, or if you just trying to build up your vault. Like if you just started, you might want to start off doing a couple of rook runs and a couple of sponsor kits. So let's just go ahead and go over it right now. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go over these sponsor kits. As you see, these are 3 sponsor kits over here on the left. Now if you have the credits here, right, the credits, you can buy these sponsor kits. Now the sponsor kits that you can like purchase with credits, they have a little bit more better stuff. As you see, you get some consumables and stuff, and they all these different sponsor kits, they all rotate. But if you don't have any credits, or if you don't want to spend any credits, you can get like the free sponsor kits. Now this one right here in particular is the Sakaguchi Sakaguchi sponsor kit. I can't remember exactly what's the time limit on to actually get like different sponsor kits, because each faction gonna give you a sponsor kit. Cyber Acne, Nucaleric, Traxxas, Mida, Arachne, and Sakaguchi. See, right now I have the Sakaguchi sponsor kit right now, and I'm pretty sure it's probably gonna switch over again soon, and it might be Cyber Acne up next. I mean, judging from what I see over here on the side, the way how they got the the factions in order. So what you want to do is when you go in on a sponsor kit, you want to try your best to kill the players with the good loot. I know it's going to be a little bit harder because they might have better shields, but if you sneaky enough, if you tactical enough, and if you playing everything out right, with either if you playing solo or if you playing with your team, you guys can actually get the jump on another team and actually come up real quick on gear. Now I'm gonna tell you something. So whenever you kill somebody, with the good gear off your sponsor kit, loot they stuff and immediately get out, because that's exactly what a sponsor kit is made for. If you kill these players before the extractions are open, I would advise you to just get their loot, hang out, a bit, stay out the way, try to make sure you duck and dodge and make sure you're not seen, and wait for that extraction to appear up on the map. Now, and it's easy to kind of basically get into a gunfight within maybe 2 or 3 minutes. If you immediately hear the gunshots going off of people fighting bots and you want to go in and rush them, that's what you should do. But if you don't want to like fight anybody, you can still do your missions on your sponsor kits, right? You can get in there, do the missions for those factions, and depending on what mission you got active for each faction, you could probably get like some guns, grenades, some cores, and some implants and stuff like that. The next thing that you guys could possibly do is you can basically do the rook runs. Now the rook runs, if you play Escape from Tarkov, they're like the scav runs. And now keep in mind, whenever you are basically doing these rook runs, you're gonna be basically going up against a full team. Like it's been times where I actually did like a rook run and there was like full teams with full on purple shield. And I'm gonna tell you the best way to basically how to handle that. The best way to basically how to handle that is basically sit back and watch that team fight. When they fight, whoever the victor is of that team, you already know they are going to be pretty low. What you want to do is actually take advantage of that. Take advantage of that team that's already weak. When you kill that team that's already weak, you already know they got purple shields and they probably got purple and blue backpacks. You are most definitely are going to be coming up on the come up, my boy. And that's the best way to get those purple shield people, those people that got those blue shields, man. I'm telling you, rook runs are better runs than the sponsor kit runs. Because I mean, you might get a sponsor, you might run across a team that has purple and stuff like that. But say like, you know, you just jump on a team when they already weak as a rook. I mean, man, that's a gold mine. Like that is exactly what happened to me last weekend, man. I'll never forget. Me and my teammates, we were fighting in Dire Marsh. I think we were over there by Algae Pond. Yeah, we were over there by Algae Pond. We was fighting this team. We were on our way to maintenance, and then the fight just was drawn out for so long where me and my team was fighting. So, you know, I got knocked, and one of my homies, he was playing as assassin, he rezzed me, and then he ended up getting knocked. But keep in mind, they was already weak, so I was still able to get on top of the roof and like just basically rain justice on them and just shoot them with the LMG. Then after that, I started trying to get my teammate up, man, and as I was trying to get my teammate up, the rook came out of nowhere, you know, got the high ground where I couldn't see him and was just blasting. He just let us have it. He let me have it, and then he let my other teammate have it after when I picked him up because he was already low. And we had blue shields, blue backpacks. You know, we was pretty decently kitted out. And I know that he probably had a field day off of that, man. All right. So then the next thing too I want to talk about is how Marathon actually really do appeal to like the casual fans like us gaming mom and dads, right? You know, because here's the thing, Marathon could be absolutely like Tarkov, right? Like I know for a fact in Tarkov they have those scav runs, right? Just like the rook runs. Say like you run in with a scav, you do some looting, you get some good stuff, you get out. But the thing is, I think there's like a 15 to maybe 20-minute cooldown to even like get back in there to do another scav run. So this and I think that right there is what forces you to get back in with a operator, you know, with the kit and stuff that you got. But the thing is that Tarkov is way harder, man. Tarkov is way harder. You know, imagine if they did that with the rook run, where you go in there, you do a rook run, you exfil successfully, or even if you die, you still gotta wait 15 to 20 minutes before you actually get back in there and play with a rook, you know, just to be a scavenger. That is very insane. I don't know if a lot of, you know what I'm saying, mom and dads will play that, but if you are like a gamer mom or a gamer dad that plays Tarkov, let me know about that experience in the comments, man. You know, we can chat about it. So what I want to do here, we're gonna exit out of Marathon. What I really want to do here is look at a Reddit post that's about for the gamer dads and gamer moms. You know, we can't not exclude the gamer moms out here. So let's go ahead and read this about it. So the name of this Reddit poster is old_snake. He might play Metal Gear Solid or something like that. All right, honest thoughts from a dad with no hype or bias. When it was announced, I laughed at Bungie for doing this because there was no way this could be their milk cow after Destiny. And you know, Destiny is pretty cool. You know, Destiny was pretty casual until you get in a Crucible and you're trying to fight like other players and stuff like that. I was on the dislike train for the most part until one of the technical tests. I don't know why. I know why a lot of people dislike the game, right? Because at first, like I said, the art and the coloring and stuff like that was a little bit too much, but it looks a little bit better. I played the technical test and I was brought to the point where I wasn't all in, but I wasn't going to buy it either. I was intrigued but not loving it. Fast forward to now, I've played about 15 hours, both solo and crew raids, and I can confidently say I love it. Sure, there are issues from performance to visual clutter and overall, but I want to keep playing it. You know, keep in mind this post right here is like 2 months old, right? They fixed a few of the bugs, you know, and they fixed a few of the visual clutter of the UI and stuff like that. So overall experience, the TTK is perfect in my opinion, which I also think so is too, because man, you can still shred somebody with a you can still shred somebody with the purple shield. You just got to be able to make sure you land those shots, those headshots. I like that headshot multiplier, and I also like the fact that when you snipe somebody with a sniper, like a long shot or something, you can, you know, you crack their shield, or either it's like a one shot headshot down, depending on what shield they got, right? All right, the TTK is perfect in my opinion, or as close as it can be to it. No need to change it. I played hundreds of hours of Escape from Tarkov. See, here's a dad that plays Escape from Tarkov, and hundreds of hours of Arc Raiders. I play Arc Raiders too. And while I love both games, I think they're on two extreme sides of the sweat casual scale, and Marathon falls right there dab in the middle. I can say that because most of us, like I said, most of us gamer dads, some of us might be casual, but some of us might be a little bit better than casual. Like we might just have like a little bit more skill. Like those are the casual mom and dads that actually only have time on the weekends, where they can dedicate a bunch of time to play on the weekends. Those are those players that's like smack dab in the middle. I can say that's me, smack dab in the middle. And then plus, you know, I prefer Marathon over Arc Raiders because I like first person shooters. I love Arc Raiders. Arc Raiders was very fun. It's very fun. But I love Marathon for the simple fact that it is a first person shooter. I love first person shooters, right? UESC aren't a pushover. No, they're not. I mean, even if you played Arc, or I think the scavs aren't that bad in Escape from Tarkov, but the new Arc that are in there now, or like the even before all the extra Arc that they added, man, those Arc they're not pushovers neither. I found myself avoiding them most of the time, and having taken one of those red icons one of those red icons on the map captains, like the Wraith or something, I can confidently that they range from easy to deal with to near impossible, and that's perfect. Okay, so basically what he's saying here is, you know, they even got bosses up in there that's pretty tough, and you know, it's hard. I mean, you know, it's not that hard, but if you don't have the gear to fight those bosses, you most likely to die. I mean, I think the first time when me and my homies fought the Wraith, we actually died because we didn't have the gear to fight them, because we was all in there on sponsored kits, and we was just exploring the game, trying to learn the game, you know. And you know, the sponsored kits you don't have that much ammo, you don't have a whole bunch of heals and stuff like that. So I mean, but if you are kitted out, you can take this Wraith and get some good stuff, because I think he dropped some gold and purple stuff, if I'm not mistaken. We haven't really just fought the Wraith like that, but we probably will in the future, you know, maybe once I get them together, because you know, it's kind of hard to play with them because, you know, they got their own stuff going on, you know, because they are also gamer dads. They have families, you know what I'm saying, they have wives and children and stuff like that. All right, the bad. Now the item icons suck. They did fix that, because it was a visual clutter. One thing I can say with the icons, it was like, what is this, what is that, what is that? You know, with us being older, you know what I'm saying, 35 and up, if you're 35 and up in the chat, let me know. You know, eyesight might be starting to get bad a little bit. I know mine is, but you know, some of that stuff was like a visual clutter a little bit, but they kind of updated the icons a little bit with a couple of patches that they had, and you can actually tell what's what now. I'll just say that straight up, I have no idea what I am looking at. Some looking icons are different items. No compare window to your equipped stuff. It's a visual mess, just like how he said, like I said, it was a visual mess. And don't get me started on the menus. I remember everybody's gripe on the menus, but you know what I mean, once you start reading stuff, you know, you'll get used to the menus. You'll get used to the UI and stuff like that. Right now, there are some performance problems and bugs. I think they actually fixed some of those issues too. Like I said, this post is about 2 months old. And so he reported the bugs and stuff. But I can see myself playing this for longer than Arc, which I absolutely loved and grinded like a madman. I can too. I can see myself playing Marathon longer than Ark. Like once I completed all the missions in Ark, I kind of really didn't want to play it anymore. Like I didn't really care about the expedition. True enough, Marathon is actually going to have wipes and stuff like that. But who wants to go out there and grind blueprints? Like at least you still can buy those weapons from, you know what I'm saying, the vendors and stuff like that. Because, you know, they kind of basically taking that Tarkov approach where, you know, yeah, sure enough, you'll get a wipe and stuff like that, you know, every season or what have you, every so often. But, you know, you can grind, do those missions. It's as easy. You can grind, do those missions, complete, and get your damn arsenal back up. Conclusion: being a new dad with little time. So this is a new father saying this now. Being a new dad with little time, I think is very casual friendly, but also leaves room for the sweat chads to have fun. Which, you know, some people on there, those Destiny players, people who grinded Destiny and could grind the game for a long time, they still gonna be able to have fun. So I mean, like the guy basically said he pre-ordered it and he can't wait till it come out. Edit for the people that don't understand what it's like being a gamer dad or a gamer mom, right? It means I've probably been gaming longer than you. It means my days are full of brim with responsibilities and that I can't think about or play games 8 hours a day, every day. It means that my free time is now being spent elsewhere, so my gaming time is severely reduced. So what I play needs to hit certain check marks to not be a waste of my time. Don't be rude. You'll find a significant other in a job, I'm sure. Don't lose hope. Bro, I like this Reddit post. It was very serious, but at the same time it was funny. Like, but those of you who understand this guy right here, where he's coming from, you know, and even me, like, bro, just what I want you to do is get down there in the comments and we can talk this thing out. You know, we can get to know one another, you know, and yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. But before you go, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on all of my social media posts. I will have them there in the description, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.